episode of Compass News here on our Compass Community Church podcast. My name is Andy. I will be one of your hosts on this episode, and I'm joined by...
Matt Gordon. I am the other host on today's episode and hopefully for future episodes, but I was asked to come back, which feels good.
I'm glad. It feels good to have you back.
Yeah.
Matthew or Matt? I'm confused.
My friends call me Matt, but...
Oh, we're all friends here,
yes.
so let's all call him
Matt.
Let's call him Matt.
No, I've been Matt for, I think, Matt over Matthew for sure.
Ever get called Matthew like when you're in trouble or?
All the time. Whenever I'm in trouble, so pretty much daily.
And you still get in trouble? That's
late for dinner. And
yeah. What's your middle name?
Russell.
Is it really?
Yeah, Russell. Mom's maiden name.
I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you.
What were you expecting?
I don't know.
Bartholomew.
Andrew.
That's Johnny's middle name.
Oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah. Matthew John.
Matthew John.
That could be
It could be.
decent
Except
middle name.
I have a brother named Johnny though.
That'd be confusing. Russell. That's a great middle name.
I like it.
Yeah.
Russell.
So anyways, in this podcast, in this episode, I should say, we are just sharing with you the news of what's happening here at Compass Community Church. There's a lot going on. It's Thanksgiving weekend.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Gobble, gobble, gobble. Let's talk Thanksgiving traditions.
Gobble, gobble.
You have a chance to share with us, comment below, or email us, or let us know. Share on your social media, maybe your Thanksgiving traditions, what you guys do out there. What do you do for Thanksgiving?
Nothing too out of the ordinary, or not that's not exciting, but it's always just been gathering with family, big turkey dinner, seeing the cousins. Sometimes it's been a while, so especially recently, it's so good to just see them, talk with them, what's going on with their lives. There's been a football game a lot of recent years, just in the backyard, throwing the football around. It's always fun.
Let me ask you this question. This might blow your mind. I don't know if we were talking before the episode of a surprise or whatever. Where do you go for Thanksgiving?
I go to...
Specifically, what small town do you go to?
Small town, Toronto.
Do you really?
My grandparents, my Nana and Grandpa, live in Toronto.
I was hoping this would go in a different direction.
Oh, sorry. Actually, I should. That is the one side of the family.
Yeah.
And the other side of my family, my dad's side, they're from small farmer's town, Arcona.
I know exactly where it is.
Yes.
Did you know that?
No,
your mind is blown right now. If you're watching,
I didn't even talk about it because I thought there'd be no point.
You should see his face.
I didn't bring it up because I thought there'd be no point in.
Yep, I know Arcona very well.
You know all 50 people who live
I know
Arcona?
all 49 now because my great uncle passed away a while ago. It's fine.
Okay.
All 49 people.
No one's come in since. Wow. What?
Yeah.
How?
So our tradition was my mom's aunt and uncle live in Arcona. And if you don't know where Arcona is, you'll have to Google it because it's super small.
I say it's like between Sarnia and London.
Yeah.
Kind of.
Yeah.
Right in there.
In the cornfields.
Yes. Yeah. Not on a map.
Barely on the map. Anyway, so my mom's aunt and uncle live there. They used to own the Home Hardware in town way back in the day.
I remember that's like the one store.
That's like the main.
That is
it's the four
downtown.
corners of downtown. The downtown. There's a gas station.
Experience the culture downtown.
And a Home Hardware. And so we used to go when I was younger. My grandparents had a motorhome, and we used to go from Windsor to Arcona in the motorhome. And that's their grandparents' bedroom. And the parents would have spare bedrooms, and all the second, third cousins would all, because we're all around the same age. It's a big Irish family. We'd all hang out, and it was a big weekend party. And it'd be Friday night to Sunday, and we'd have Thanksgiving stuff, and everyone from around would come. Football games in the backyard, watching the football game, the Lions play on the Sunday. Big town walk, like we'd literally walk around the town. It's not that big. It's a few city blocks. That's about it.
Wow. No, not even.
The golf course, we'd go golfing on Saturday because they lived. So the golf course was right behind them. There's a cornfield, and then so we'd play Nicky Nine Door all at night.
That was you guys?
That was us.
My family has been terrorized for generations by Nicky.
Well, at least for 20 years.
So.
Yeah, that was us.
20 full years. Wow.
Small world.
That's such a small world. I honestly I didn't even go that way because I never would have thought.
It's right?
Yeah, because that side is it's totally different. We go to there sometimes, and there's a barn tour always. We get a tour of the barn.
Hey, those barn tours are amazing.
They are. You love so many interesting smells. And,
the cats.
The cats,
And,
yeah.
So
Where
that's
they come from.
Thanksgiving. So share with us your Thanksgiving traditions, and maybe or share them with somebody else, and maybe you'll discover how small of a world that we live in. And if any of you actually know where Arcona is or go to Arcona, let us know.
Let us
'cause
know. You'll win a full prize trip to Arcona.
prize trip. You get a barn tour, cats included for free.
Completely free.
So this Sunday is Thanksgiving, and this Sunday we're wrapping up our All In series. Has it been a good series for you? Has it been impactful?
It really has been.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're talking about loving our neighbor, how to be all in our faith and loving our neighbor. And this morning I loved my neighbor, Matt, by buying him a coffee.
Yes. This is why I'm here.
More just for me than for him. But I was like, hey, I'll get him a coffee too. Join us in Orangeville at either 9 or 11, Grand Valley at 10 a.m. For more information about our services, you can simply visit our website.
Yeah. And this Thanksgiving at Compass, we were reminded that we have so much to be thankful for from God. If you just take a look at your life, there's so much that both physically and spiritually we are given, especially through the gift of Jesus, God's Son, Jesus Christ. So we just want to celebrate that and remember that this Thanksgiving. So express our thankfulness to God, and we will be participating in communion this Sunday.
That's right.
So
if you're planning to join us at any of our sites, then just have that on your radar. Be aware that we're having communion. If you're joining online, then spend a few moments beforehand getting stuff ready. And so in the height of pandemic, communion at home, not ideal. Were you guys pretty traditional with your elements of doing communion at home?
No, it was.
That's awesome. That's fantastic.
Man, what was it one time? I think it might have been. There might have been one time we used grape crush as our communion. As our communion.
I mean, grape it kind of falls in the category of wine.
Yeah, it comes from the same.
Does it though?
It goes on the same shipment line. Just goes off at one point to wine and grape.
At
crush.
wineries, it goes to wine or to grape crush. That's how it works.
Yeah, I think we tried most of the times, but there was Sunday where you didn't see it come in, and then we grabbed like wheat thins and grape crush was the communion.
So I remember a couple times we asked Aiden to prepare the elements, just get him involved in stuff. And Sunday morning, like we haven't really woken up, we're watching online, and he brings goldfish crackers and little glasses of iced tea, which is not terrible. Like it's
refreshing.
The iced tea was refreshing. The goldfish were salt and vinegar, which wasn't so good even before you had a coffee. So yeah, after that we're like, how about we'll give you a couple options and you can pick from there. So this Sunday we're wrapping up our All In series, a great series. You can always watch our messages or listen to them on the podcast. Afterwards, you can easily find them. But next week, we're starting a brand new series, and we're looking at the Apostle Paul. This is a person who was second only to Jesus in his impact and influence to our Christian faith. And so we're spending, I think it's 5 weeks, looking at the character of Paul, looking at his story, his journey. There's maps that we're preparing. It's going to be a really good series as we retrace Paul's steps and his journey as he shared the gospel.
Yeah, there's so much to Paul. There's the Pauline epistles are some of the, because it comes after Christ, and then when when Christianity was formed, there's just so much that could speak to us directly. I think today as people, like there's so many questions. I remember going through university, especially, and questions of relying on God instead of your own works, freedom through that. And then just how to love the world out there. There's so much that Paul speaks directly to, I think, the modern Christians so well. And,
what's your favorite book that Paul wrote?
I do love Galatians.
Ooh.
Galatians is
That's a fantastic segue.
Yeah.
Did you even plan that?
No, but I love Galatians, and if you're a man who loves Galatians,
there
as
you
well,
go. I'm so glad you got that.
we have an amazing opportunity for you. Compass Men is beginning this October 6th, which is
It was yesterday.
That was yesterday. It's beginning this yesterday.
It was also my sister's birthday, which I did not forget. Some people think I did. I did not forget it, but I just called her really late in the day.
Oh, okay, good. Everybody was thinking you forgot that.
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Yeah. Compass Men met last night. They were actually here. I was astounded and overwhelmingly surprised by how many guys actually showed up, because you think a newer thing like this, it's going to be, just kind of slowly build.
Yeah,
but
it's the fall. It's slow time.
right, it's
People
busy. It's
setting up
Thanksgiving
other
weekend
stuff,
coming, whatever. Man, there's I don't know how many 30-ish
Wow.
guys here.
Wow.
And it was refreshing to see, to be really honest with you. So you should check it out sometime.
I should, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to, for sure.
So they're going through the
Come
book of
check it out.
Galatians.
They are, yes.
Your favorite book.
My favorite book, guys.
There you go. That's why you should go to Compass Men. Why is it your favorite book?
Kind of what I spoke to before, just how he speaks to finding freedom not in doing your own works, which is such a pressure that you can put on yourself. Because the truth is, you can always do more. You always mess up and fall short. So trying to earn that is it's this rat race that never ends, and you can see it just like I've seen people, like, it collapses in on them almost because they can't earn their salvation. So the fact that you understand the gift of grace, that it's just so it's free. Like there's
Good words.
Paul tries to teach that to us, that it's a free gift that we can that Jesus wants us to take.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I know I've struggled with that a number of times. Not works over faith, but just doing instead of being. That's one of the phrases that comes to mind is we do, but God calls us just to be his child, be his. You touched on the word how we should find freedom. A great segue. Did you plan this?
No.
Did you? No, you didn't.
I don't have notes written underneath the
I was
table
gonna
at
say,
all.
like, I know we have things printed off, but you're killing it, dude. Good job. Speaking of finding freedom, there's still time to sign up for a freedom session here at Compass Community Church. Freedom Session is a phenomenal healing and discipleship program that helps us uncover the roots of pain in our lives. We all have pains. We all have unhealthy habits and thinking and just things that are holding us down from finding freedom in Jesus. And so we want to invite you to our first session beginning October the 12th. But you do need to register and sign up. Simply visit our website for more information on that.
Beautifully said.
Well, thank you. I was just reading a script.
Wow. I couldn't tell. And I'm not going to read from script either.
No, not at all.
One of our core values. No. One of the core values that we've even just talked about in this series through Mark is relentless prayer is something that we strive for here at Compass. We believe that when we pray together as a community of faith, God meets us and he can bring healing and love into the midst of our lives. He listens to our prayers of intercession for others, and as we seek his face, he can reveal it to us in even the most dark and hurting places, right to our heart. So prayer is the engine that drives the mission of the church and the place where we discover more of the love, faithfulness, and beauty of the Lord. So with all that said, we'd love to invite you to our evening of prayer, one church gathering on October 30th, November 2nd, and December 14th. And those will all be from 7 to 8:30 p.m. in the North Venue here at our Orangeville site. If you come together to connect and, sorry.
That's all right.
At our Orangeville site. And as you come here to Orangeville site, as we connect as one body, one church, with one another, and we can pray to God together.
Yeah. So whether you would regularly attend Grand Valley or Shelburne, we want to invite everybody here to Orangeville site for one time. Just a correction on the date, November 20th.
20th.
So,
what did I say?
The 2nd, I believe.
The 2nd?
Which, I mean, you can definitely come and pray on the 2nd as well.
That day we're doing something else.
You just might be alone, which is okay. Yeah, I struggle with prayer, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I struggle with, like, taking time aside on my own and praying. We should pray always and often. And so I pray in my car and I pray, when I'm sleeping or whatever. But I'm encouraged when I'm with other people to pray, and I personally feel the pressure to pray out loud, to be honest with you. But when I'm in a room with other people and other people are praying, I feed off of that, and I find encouragement in that. And if that's where you're at, whether you're listening or watching, we want to encourage you to consider coming out either October 30th, November 20th, December 14th, or all three, to Orangeville. I believe it's in the North Venue,
yep.
And pray with us. Yeah, pray for our church, pray for our families, pray for our town and our community. We can always pray for everything. Everything needs prayer.
Yeah, it's all part of our lives, and we want God in every part of our lives. So
Absolutely.
when we connect together physically, we can thrive so much more spiritually, and
Be good.
experience so much more.
Good times. Compass home groups. We've been talking about this in our services. I think we've mentioned this a few times on the podcast or on the episode as well. We want to invite you, if you're looking for a home group, if you're not plugged in, but you're wanting to get connected, we want to invite you to a group launch happening on October the 16th. It's between, it's right after our 9 o'clock service, during our 11 o'clock service. Come on out and meet people. I saw some prep happening in the office this past week, and there's some really cool, fun things to connect people. I don't want to spoil anything, so I won't, but just things I was like, oh, this is actually a pretty cool idea. I might come just to hang out.
To see what's in that box.
Except I'll probably be working during service, but I'll sneak in. Anyways, if you're looking to get connected, if you're new to Compass or new to the area, it's hard to get connected. I can speak to that because last year I was the new guy, and it's you don't know where to begin. But I'll say this: I said it on Sunday a little bit. Compass as a whole, the culture of Compass, is that people are incredibly welcoming, and they open up their arms and they bring you in, and it's phenomenal. And so, if you're looking to get plugged in, group launch is the place to go on Sunday, October. I'm reading the script now, the 16th, following our 9 o'clock service. What is next up there, Matt?
Next up here. Oh, there's a
You
backside.
lost,
I
you
just
lost the
learned
order.
that there's a backside to this script.
Why don't you take this one? I don't know where.
I do. Well, then I need to follow. Then I
There it
assume
is.
that's back there.
There it is.
There we go.
There it is.
Well, that
I'm
is
so confused right now. Yeah, you take that one, and I'll take these.
Who printed these
Some guy at 8:45 this morning.
for the coffee? The Harvest Fall Craft Show is now
Ooh.
accepting all vendors.
Are you crafty?
Am I crafty?
Are you
No, not in a craft sense.
In what sense are you?
Crafty? I can. It's like I'm coming up with schemes or something.
Oh, that kind of
kinda
crafty.
crafty.
Gotcha. You're not crafty in the sense of like decorations and.
No, I like it. I appreciate good decorations. I love Thanksgiving and Christmas time and those when I see other people doing their craftiness. I really enjoy it. But myself, I'll put some googly eyes on something. Call that.
Call it a craft.
Call it a craft.
Put on a macaroni and here, Mom. Here's a Mother's Day gift.
She loves it. She always loves them. So
She
I
doesn't
maybe,
really love it. She's just acting. I hate to burst
You-
your bubble. You feel so defeated
I've been denying
right now.
that for 10 years, well, 20 years. now.
Candles are a big thing right now. I would love to do a candle but do it all like man sense. Like
Make your own candles?
yeah,
Yeah.
why not?
Wow. I mean,
But everyone's doing that right now. So
Yeah.
But I mean, if you did like a bacon smell, WD-40 smell, gasoline smell. Someone bought me like a pipe or a cigar scented candle, which was phenomenal.
Wow.
I don't smoke, but I love
so
the
if
smell of it.
you bring that candle around, then people think you're smoking.
Right, just walk around with a candle with a pipe. But I keep on hitting the microphone. I'm hoping that doesn't make a sound in the.
Yeah, I've taken a few swips of coffee. I've taken a few swigs of coffee, and
Yeah.
I'm hoping that it's not.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Clearly, we're super professional.
Yeah.
so
Well,
we need to be-
I only gurgled it once, so hopefully that doesn't.
This isn't the Joe Rogan podcast. This is.
Thank goodness.
Right. All right, crafts. There's a craft show happening. What are the dates and times, and how do people register if they want
The dates are going to be. It is Saturday, November 5th, from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the Orangeville site. That'll be in here, this gym, this whole auditorium, and maybe more parts of the building will be
Possibly.
taken over.
Yep.
Lots of tables being used, so many unique crafts, and all the fundraising is going to go directly to supporting our student missions trips to Guatemala, Dominican Republic, and Windsor. So it's all going to such a terrific cause.
It is. And if you want a space here, you need to register online. All the information is on our website. You can easily find it. But just so you know, spaces are $50 a space. And if you're looking for a more spacious or double space, it's $80. So crafty people,
Crafters.
crafterites, people that craft, sign up today and bring your things to sell help out a good cause, get seen and known and heard, come for community, come for connection, and bring some candles.
Bring as many. You want a whole candle section.
If there's any like bacon candles, let me know.
It's gonna be a fire hazard in here.
Hey, Grand Valley people, we are back, fully back, starting on October the 23rd. And what that means is this. We've been having live worship happening in Grand Valley, which has been, I've heard great reports from that. And now we're also adding Compass Kids. And so families in Grand Valley, if you're looking for a church, or if you're in Grand Valley and you know of families that are looking for a church, we're now offering Compass Kids at Grand Valley, which is really big and exciting and huge news. And so confetti, balloons, fireworks.
Fireworks. Whoa.
We're back. I don't know if I can edit that in. I'll see what it'll be like clip art. Pew.
Just you making sound effects. Pew pew afterwards.
Right. Yeah, so that's super exciting. Again, October 23rd is when all this starts in Grand Valley. Website for more details, or contact Dave Dorman if you have any questions.
Do you know what else is on October 23rd?
I think you're going to tell me.
Well, rumor has it. And if you're hearing this, it's not a rumor anymore because I'm confirming it.
Oh, boy.
Mark your calendars for October 23rd on that Sunday, because that's going to be our next baptism service.
That's right.
Baptism, we've talked about before, is such a special step in our faith journey for those who want to commit to following Jesus. A day where we could celebrate those who have decided to go public with their faith and share that with, again, the community of Compass and the church. Through the waters of baptism. And if you're feeling like you want to be baptized at all or have any questions, again, you can please contact the office. They'd be happy to sort that out and begin you in this process.
That's right. And if October 23rd doesn't work with you and your schedule because of either school or whatever, again, contact the office and we'll get you in. We want to help you in this faith journey. We want to help you with the next step. Did you listen to a podcast or an episode of this a little while ago where I shared an idea for baptism?
No, I didn't.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
What happens?
Well, what happens is that we put water balloons up on the ceiling of this room, and we give like the front row all Nerf guns or something, and then whoever wants to get baptized just line up, and we'll just hit the water balloons, and everyone just gets.
That could have been during COVID, the social distancing way.
Right, you got to throw water balloons.
Everyone's far apart.
I saw memes of that of like priests and stuff having water guns.
You had a little super soaker in there, just holding
right,
dedicating the child and holding it.
I don't know how.
Oh man.
Theological sound that is.
I thought you were gonna make it like a carnival game where it's like they're all
like a dunk tank.
Everyone's like sitting on a platform,
genius.
and they got to shoot the water in the clown's mouth or whatever, and whoever gets it first.
Now I'm brainstorming.
We have a guy. Can Rod build that?
Rod can build anything. Rod's a genius. Yeah. So okay, that's your Compass news and other things in today's episode 9. Thank you so much for joining. Any closing thoughts?
I need to ask you what your middle name is. I realized I never got to ask you
I was hoping to. How long do we have? This is a long podcast.
Okay.
All right. So my legal name, I can't believe I'm going public with this.
You have to preface this.
I do.
This could be This could be like a
bonus episode.
Yes. Yeah. This whole thing. If this is another 45 minutes,
tune in to next episode to find out what my middle name is, or watch the bloopers after this to find out.
We'll see.
It's a cliffhanger. I really want to do that right
Next
now.
episode on Compass Podcast.
Ooh, that's a good idea. All right. Thank you so much for joining. Everyone's like, you didn't tell us your middle name. Nope. Thanks for joining, everybody. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.
All right. So my middle name is actually Andrew. Gasp. The crowd goes silent.
You gave me 100 guesses.
My legal name is William Andrew Jordan Disher.
Wow.
And there's a story behind that.
There must be.
There is.
Oh my goodness.
Do you want the story?
Sure. Is this like, are you on the run? Or you have to hide your name and like keep a low profile? Is that what it is?
Okay, you have school at what time? What time do you need to go? It's 9:40.
I got time. This is worth missing.
It's 9:45.
Yeah.
This is worth missing. This is not worth missing school. Trust me. And if you're still listening, I don't know if this will. Let's see what happens. So I was. This is Andy History 101. This is a separate episode. This is totally a separate episode.
Okay.
All right. If you're still listening, we're just gonna make a separate episode. Bye.